There are millions of Christians. There's a billion people in China. There's millions of Christians in China. There seemed to be an opening, when when the economy was opening up. They didn't really open up politically, but Christianity was thriving at one point. It seemed to be growing in China and they could be at least reasonably open. With the pullback on human rights and civil rights in China, in all aspects, it seems that the Christian, at least what I've seen, the Christian communities kind of had to go underground. You have a lot more house churches than you do open churches. The communist government infiltrates the churches. They monitor all the churches, monitor Christian groups. And I wanted to, and we've talked about the Catholic Church. Where is the Pope? Where is the Catholic Church? Because a sizable portion of that Chinese Christian community is Roman Catholic. Where is the Pope with all this persecution going on in the world? I mean, he's completely AWOL, at least from what I've seen. Can you confirm that, or am I wrong?
No, I wish you were, but unfortunately that is the case. And in China, he betrayed the Catholics who did go underground and kept the faith amid very difficult and terrible, horrifying circumstances. Instead of going to the Chinese Communist government and saying you have to give these people some semblance of a decent life or equality of rights, instead he made an official agreement with the Catholic hierarchy that the Chinese communists had put together that was not underground. Now, this is a extraordinary thing for him to have done, because the official Catholic Church in China, just like the official Protestant, the Three Self Church it's called, they are agents of the Chinese government. And they teach Chinese communist thought as it is in its present form in the churches. They insist that I've seen pictures of churches in China where you would expect to see a picture of Jesus on the wall, and it's a picture of Xi Jinping. And they demand that, at these Christian conferences, that the Christians, instead of talking about Christ, affirm the glories of communism, or they talk about the gospel, but only as if it were some sort of a training manual for communism, or a set of parables that lead you to become a Chinese communist. And so for the Pope to make an agreement with that outfit and to betray the underground church, well, that was an extraordinary betrayal, an enormous betrayal of faithful Christians. And it's left them without any protector at all.